Representatives of Kickstarter, that's plural by the way, have decided to once again get on the crazy train. Next stop, costing Kickstarter lots and lots of money. Why? Well, anyone that doesn't walk lockstep with them, apparently, you're part of a, get this, hat group. That's right, hat group. Wait, what do you mean, not a hat group? I mean, I do have a hat on right now, right? Hate group. Wait, really? Oh man, these people are crazy. Now, Kickstarter is not alone in this behavior either. By the way, this person here, this is their comic outreach lead. They just got hired. They're blocking tens of thousands of people. But yeah, this behavior, it's not alone. You have everyone from Warner Brothers representatives, Marvel representatives, to Buy Indie Comics Day representatives. That's right, Buy Indie Comics Day, going after people like this. It's going to help their bottom dollar. Now, the craziest thing about all of this is none of these companies can afford it. In fact, Kickstarter knows better. They've been here before. They know where it leads. They laid off the people that led to this kind of action before. But you know what? They hired the same people back. They target customers. They target people that would make them money. If these people represented my company, they would be fired. Poof, just like that. But hey, these places never learn, do they? Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. So one of the themes that I've been talking about a lot lately are people that represent companies or companies themselves attacking and denigrating the very people that make them money. We talked about Peter Safran, for example. This is the Aquaman 2 producer, also the Suicide Squad producer, a guy who helped tank that project, by the way. Why? Because he said that fans, they don't matter. What they have to say online, yeah, we're going to ignore that no matter how many of them speak out. Now, if you think being called bots and dehumanized that way is bad, well, welcome to comic books. Same companies plus add-ons. This guy here, for example, he was a representative of the same company Peter Safran came from, that being Warner. And look what he says about consumers here. He calls consumers, by the way, quote-unquote, Comicsgate. Why? Because if you have problems with comic books, you can't be a consumer. Nope, you have to be some kind of monster. Listen to this, and you tell me how crazy this is. So Comicsgate claims they're diverse, and over, their feeds look the same. White, angry, xenophobic, stupid takes on current events, whining about vaccinations, irritated with any woman that doesn't act like she's going to bake them a pie and give them a now, right? Yeah, these folks, they absolutely hate the customer. They also hate independent pros that will not lockstep, that will not bend the knee, that don't think these are the best things since sliced bread. And they tell you, you got a problem with their behavior, don't have enough followers, even if you did. You came to them and said, hey, I'm black, I'm queer, I'm a Latino person, and I don't think what you're doing is right. You're a blackface troll. They get to take away your identity. And well, if you call that racist, nope, you're white, even though you were those things, and they want to paint their nails with your blood. That's literally what they have to say about it. Crazy, right? Now, all of these companies should know better. The Warners and their $34 billion, that's billion with a B, loss in less than 3 years. Yeah, that's bad. But you know who should really know better? Kickstarter. I mean, when I see their employees, this is one right here. I'm going to show you too, and then I'm going to give you a little background here. Yeah, look at what this person is, first of all. This is the director of publishing and comic outreach. Again, they're bragging about it in their about. What kind of stuff are they interacting with? Well, this label, again, this label that we created so we could other people. Ever been called a bot? Ever been called an ist or a phobe? That's what they created. It works very well sometimes too. But they're saying, if you're part of this right here, if you follow a person like myself, you support my comic book endeavors that I do with my 7-year-old, yeah, you know what? You need to do them a favor and unfollow them. That's the mentality coming from Kickstarter. Now, even worse is this person right here. Not just because they represent Kickstarter, mind you, but the job that they're filling. It's a brand new job. I'll tell you that in just a moment. But what they're doing here, you see this blocking? Yeah, they're blocking tens of thousands of customers. They're blocking hundreds of independent comic pros. Why? Because they follow the wrong people on Twitter. See, essentially, if you follow me on Twitter, this person has more than likely blocked you. So you're keeping up with a specific case? Well, apparently you're some type of monster. They've blocked you. And again, this is their comic outreach. They're supposed to be showing you brand new projects. They're supposed to be greeting independent pros. And instead of that, you get a whole lot of this. Now, the fascinating thing is the person they're taking over for, one Camilla Zhang, this person was laid off. They were laid off in 2020. If you were to ask Kickstarter about why, they would tell you it's part of the beer bug. But no, the real reason is that this person and many other workers within Kickstarter, workers with that same type of mentality, they decided to rebel against Kickstarter. They decided to unionize inside of it. And the reason for it? Oh, wait for this. This is good. It's all because of a comic book. And really drink this title in here. It'll tell you everything you need to know about not only the people we're talking about, but the comic book too. It was always Punch. And I'm going to use the word Yahtzees because, well, you know how the platform is. Now, if you've ran across that word in current year, you know it doesn't mean going back in time, 1945. It's not talking about skinheads either. This thing, it was talking about politics and anyone that has a problem with doing harm because of politics. It even came with a description on how to do harm too, basically showing people that have probably never made a fist how to make one and how to come in contact with another person. And Kickstarter, they rightfully banned this at first. They should, by the way, because it violates terms of service. Their terms of service, they prohibit encouraging violence against others. Well, the person that got laid off, again, because totally the beer bug, them and other folks, they come together, they throw a fit about it. Quote, the reaction, it was immediate. A lot of us are furious. A lot of us don't hold back, and we say so. What they do is they approach management. They say, oh, this thing, it's not about what the description was. In fact, they make them change the description to keep it up. They say, oh, it's about the neo-Yahtzees. That's what we're talking, skinheads. They use identity. They say that this is all about solidarity. And then they go further. They unionize the company so you can never, ever fire these folks. Yep, Camilla's saying was something. But like Critical Blast here notes, here comes the new boss, same as the old boss. And you know what? It doesn't just speak about them when they block tens of thousands of customers, when they block off hundreds of indie pros. It speaks about the companies they represent. The Warners, the Kickstarters, the Disneys, and on, they should be cleaning house. I think that this proves that every single one of them should be fired. But you let me know what you think about it. Also, check out our comic mailing list. It is in the description. Doesn't cost you a thing. Just sign up for it. You'll get updates there. When we go live, you can get something. If you pick up the comic book too, you being here though, that matters. Thank you. Appreciate you. Leave comments on this stuff there. Like I said, I want to know what you think. And thank you. I cannot say that enough. Thank you.